You all should be so excited about what is literally happening for you beneath the surface. God is working so much on your behalf that it is so many spiritual things that are developing for you. And everything that you have gone through until this date has been well worth it when you see the glory of the Lord that is shining on you. And I want you to know something tonight, that that person that may have betrayed you, wronged you, and did you wrong, they realized from the very beginning that you were better off without them. And the thing that they feared the most is you finding out that you were better off without them. Because I want to tell you something about a perpetrator that the enemy uses to kind of keep you just held down. He will take a person and they will play a part to make sure that you never find out how good you are, to make sure that you never find out how good spiritually that you really do have it, to make sure that you never find out that you were actually too good to be dealing with them in the first place. And they knew that if you ever got healed for real, that you would be much better off without them. Some of them tried to leave you in a position where you were so broken or your life was turned upside down, hoping that you would never find your way out because it would look bad for them, knowing that they did you wrong and you had the strength to leave, or God forced them out of your life and they left. What would be bad for them and their inflated ego is for you to do better without them. You know, it is really a rough year for your enemies. And the reason is because a cycle in your life is coming or has come to an end. And people are looking at you today. Those that really Shonda was hoping that you wouldn't amount to a thing. They're looking at you today and they realize this one thing, and I want you to hear me tonight, that you are better off without them. They thought that they ruined your credit. They thought that they could get you hemmed up with some children. They thought that they could manipulate and gaslight. They thought that they could have their little flying monkeys in your family, your friends, and in your circle. They thought that they could always say something about you that just hurts you so much that you would never have the confidence to really step out on faith and dare to believe like our Father has taught us to believe and win. Look at you over there, just looking 15 to 20 years younger since you stopped dealing with that fool. Your life is so beautiful now. You may not have what you had when you was with him, baby. But one thing that you do have today that you didn't have before is peace. Don't it feel good just to sit there and allow peace to sit and minister to you? That is amazing that you're able to really find out your passions and your goals and your dreams, and you believing in love again because you fell in love with God. And because of that, baby, you done fallen in love with who you really are. If it had not been for that person coming in your life, tearing it up the way that they did, you never would have been able to shed the old skin of your past, which wasn't your identity in the first place. And now you're just sitting here doing so good. Just being just a phenomenal man, phenomenal woman, just doing so many great things. And you realize that you're better off without them. You know that you're better off without them. And they feared, listen to me, The entire time that you dealt with them, they feared that you would find out the real truth about you and your connection with our Father in heaven. And they feared that one day you would find out or just think, why in the world am I dealing with somebody that treats me this bad? They feared that one day you would wake up in your consciousness and realize the royalty that you are, and understand this one thing right here tonight, baby, that you were better off without them. I love you guys. Peace. And I still be believing in you. Have a good night.